Hayden Outdoors Real Estate is excited to offer the Moores Mill Road Farm. This legacy property listing is located within the heart of the rolling hills and red clay dirt Piedmont region of Durham County, North Carolina. Covering a massive 928 plus or minus acres, this is the largest single offering in Durham County. It is located along Highway 501, just 20 minutes south of the town of Roxboro. The town of Durham is 12 miles to the south, and the Raleigh-Durham International Airport is only 40 minutes away. At the heart of the farm sits the main complex. This includes the main home, workshop, horse barn, huge pole barn, and outdoor horse facilities. Built in 1985, the main home is a two-story house with 3 bedrooms and 2 full baths and 1 half bath that measures just under 1,900 square feet. It also has a small front porch, a large back deck, and garage. Next door is the 60-foot by 40-foot workshop. Behind the large roll-up door is plenty of room for farm equipment and tools. It is also heated and cooled inside, so you can work inside year-round in comfort. Across the way sits the 17-stall horse barn. It measures 100 feet by 70 feet and has a tack room, plenty of storage for hay, farm equipment, and other necessities. The barn and outdoor facilities are currently being used for training cutting horses. And the owner has spared no expense in creating a perfect setup for horse lovers. Behind the workshop is a huge pole barn that serves as a covered training area for the horses, as well as farm equipment storage. Located in the middle of the property, not far from the main home and the barn, sits an updated manufactured home that is currently occupied by the seller. On the south side of the property sits a ranch-style home that has been recently updated. It is currently rented month to month by a local foxhound hunting club and its houndsman. The small horse barn has been converted into a dog kennel where they train and raise their hounds. Other improvements in the main complex are dual fuel tanks, and fuel is provided by a local fuel company when needed. One other improvement is a large pole barn that sits a few hundred yards to the north, and it is used for equipment storage. This farm boasts 2 major sources of income. The first is leasing the tillable acreage to a local farmer. Yearly rotations of corn and soybeans provide some of the best crops around, and this fertile soil consistently produces way above average yields. The local farming group yields 210 to 220 bushels of corn per acre and over 60 bushels of soybeans per acre. These are strong numbers for non-irrigated farmland in this part of the state. The other income source is cattle, with close to 175 plus or minus acres being fenced in. The average size of the herd fluctuates between 150 to 250 cattle throughout the year. There are smaller pastures for weaning calves and handling chutes and structures to be able to work on the cattle as well. There are several ponds throughout the property, and the northeast boundary touches the Flat River, which all offer recreational and fishing opportunities. Other sections of the listing are made up of timber and some cutovers. Depending on your needs, the cutovers can be converted into more tillable acreage or pasture ground for additional cattle. You can also create great hunting spots in the form of food plots and go after white-tailed deer and wild turkeys. The seller has noted that some great bucks are frequently seen on the property, and there are at least 3 different flocks of wild turkeys that show up regularly. This listing does have a conservation easement in place, and those documents will be shared with qualified buyers. The seller also has a lot of equipment on the farm that can be bought separately and directly from them. That list can also be shared with qualified buyers at their request. The Moores Mill Road Farm is a true legacy property that offers so much for the buyer looking to have their own turnkey farming and cattle operation. For your very own private showing, contact John Tate at 704-530-6794 or go to HaydenOutdoors.com for more information.